Alright guys, I am down to one breaker because my extension cords keep overheating. I have no idea why. I don't know if they're short-circuiting or what the fuck is going on. I have every single drill I own and like almost every clamp, and then my square on this thing. And I'm trying to get this obviously square, and now I'm going to drill all the holes for all the metal bits that go through that are going to be the threaded parts that go on here. Getting this thing onto here has been like 2 hours of work. It shrunk somehow. I think when I put these welds on, I think it shrunk a little bit, and I had to grind down a bunch. You can see I have some white marks here and on the other side where I'm going to grind down even more, and I'm probably going to do that a couple of times. But I'm about to get this thing hopefully on here. See what happens. Alright guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had known how much trouble this thing was gonna be, I don't think I would have done it. This thing is being such a pain in the ass. So I have it clamped on here still. You saw me drill that first hole. That one, I'm drilling these bigger holes now. And I have it on this drill right here. This is the only drill this fits on. It doesn't have a low setting. So it's all off or on. And it's spinning way too fast. I've essentially fucked up this drill bit. And I've been switching batteries like every 2 seconds because they keep dying. Trying to drill this hole right here. I have there's two over here. I don't know if you can see them. There's one there and one there. Those two are drilled, and then I'll show you that. There's bolts on it too. But this one, I'm just sitting here waiting. Now these two over here, these guys, I have on here. So I ended up throwing some tacks, some welds on there. Sorry, I can't see that. I ended up throwing some welds on there. And then, so this is on the front. So I got these two in. I got these two drilled. They ended up going, and I have it on the underside too, even though I could barely see what I was doing on the other underside. So this one's in there. I just gotta weld it in completely. As soon as I get the hole drilled here, and then I have to do the same thing over here, what I was just talking about, I'll be good to go, except for the fact that welding this is going to be kind of tricky because these parts are melting on me, and then these undersides, the back sides are the ones that are on the table, giving me a lot of trouble. I don't even think I mentioned, I'm not doing the ones up here because I've had so much trouble with it. I'm just like, fuck this, fuck the angled piece in between. I decided, you know, sunk cost fallacy, just because I made, let me show you how many of these I made. Just because I made literally this many, and that I'm not going to use. These are all the ones I'm not going to use, which is absurd. It's sunk cost fallacy though. Even though I made those, I'm not going to use them because this has been such a pain in the ass. I need to get that hole drilled, and once I get that hole drilled and then the hole drilled on the other side, I'll weld in those things, then I'll be done. But all of those, we're going to go up on here and then across here, and I was going to make these gussets that would be movable in between in order to make it stronger. Fuck all that. I'm not doing that anymore. This thing is on there good enough. It'll fucking work. So I'm gonna get it done today, but it's gonna be hard. I'll probably check it back in like 2-3 hours or something like that. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, here it is, backlit, not the greatest lighting. It's on there. Obviously it's difficult to get on and off as you saw me fucking standing on it and kicking it. I would do yourself a favor if you ever make one of these, if you ever do something like this, go ahead and just weld this bitch right to the table. Don't bother making it removable. At this point, it was like a sunk cost fallacy, I guess. I tried to get away from that, but apparently I did it anyway. Towards the end, I was like, maybe I'll just fucking weld this bitch on here. Because this thing, I mean, and it's so hard to get off. I'm having to, it's like scraping in here. Every single time I take it off, I find new scrapes, and I grind them down and put it back on, and they're still there. So, it's just, yeah, it works, and it's kind of cool. I mean, these look terrible. These welds are all absolutely awful. They look good where I pulse welded them, but I didn't pulse weld here, and I just really just tacked it around. And at this point, I'm kind of like, fuck it. But there's one there, and then there's one here, and then there's one here, and there's one on the other side. By the way, sometimes I'm embarrassed how long it takes me to realize I was doing something dumb. I stopped using that one bit, and file was the way to go. That's how I got that hole opened up, and then I just used the bit that I didn't fuck up, the biggest bit, the one I was going to, the size I was going to, just to kind of push it through at the end and clean everything up. What a fucking mess, guys. This thing took so much longer than I expected. So much more trouble. So many little things. It's always how it is, man. I think, oh, this will be easy. And then it fucking takes like a long time. It's not always how it is, but sometimes that's how it is. That's not always. Sometimes you think something's gonna be easy, it's actually easy. This was not one of those ones. So, it is pretty cool though. I mean, now it's on here, I mean, that's pretty lovely. It's pretty close. I haven't checked exactly how perpendicular it is at the very end, but I'm sure it's pretty close. It'll be nice to be able to clamp in between those two parts. I'm going to use this to build two stands soon, one for my exomuscle assembler, which is that thing right there, and then one for my lathe, which is underneath that green bag back there behind the tool cart. I am going to be building a stand for both of those, one of them tomorrow with my buddy Tim, and I'll be putting this thing to the use soon. That's why I built it, is to build those stands so that I can move. And also I'm building an Iron Man suit, like a working one, so if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe so you can see that shit. You guys are great. I love you.